So guys, welcome back. This is Tarot Oracle and Runes. Somebody told me they really missed my map readings, and I've been getting different messages, so this message is not going to resonate for everybody. Um, they're telling me to focus on the spiritual leaders of the future. They actually want me to do individual stories for the collective, because they've been talking a lot the past few days about the ripple effect. Okay, and I posted something this morning on, there's a channel on YouTube called Inspired, and somebody saw something similar to this in the sky. Okay, and they're telling me, like, I was shuffling the cards, and this one just keeps coming out, coming out, coming out. They're talking about this energy, or this planetary wave energy, going across everywhere. I mean, it's going around the whole world. Okay, it's going all around, and it has a lot to do with spiritual leaders, earth healers, because if you heal the planet, you also heal the people. Okay, y'all have heard me talk about one of my favorite charities, which is Charity Water, and I feel like, by bringing people water, the guy, I can't remember his name, I'm so sorry, dude, but he, by helping to heal, by bringing water, he's actually bringing healing and health to the people, right? Because without water, we would all die. Okay, so I've got my healing deck out, I've got my Truth Oracle deck out, and I'm just going to focus right now on the United States itself. I know I have some people that look at my channel that are from other parts of the world. I'm going to get individual maps, if I have to special order them to do different things. Right now, what I'm wanting to focus on is with the ripple effect. I want to just pull some cards on places. This is a place oracle deck, and we want to focus on places where some of these spiritual leaders might get triggered, where you might, if you're one of those that's meant to be a leader in the future, or if you're on your journey and you're going through the open door of becoming some kind of a spiritual leader, no matter what you're teaching, no matter what you're feeling called to do, rather you're feeling called to go to another country and help feed starving people, rather you're helping orphans in another country, rather you're in this country having rallies to bring better governmental laws to the people because you feel like, whatever's going on. Okay, so we're just going to pull some cards here, and I'm just going to lay them out because they told me to do these first. And on the bottom, which it feels kind of funky to start with this one, but we're starting off with sacred places. Okay, spiritual sanctuary, sacred architect. Now, somebody had a card one time in a reading not too long ago, and they're like, I don't know what this is. Well, there's a thing that they have on the churches in England, and it has all to do with feminine energy, and it's called a Sheelanigig. You'll have to look that up because I don't think I can talk about that on this channel, but it has all to do with feminine energy. Feminine energy and masculine energy, we have both of them in us, and right now people are those two energies are starting to connect. Like, even people that feel like they're highly feminine are also getting more masculine, more grounded. Your energies are doing this coming together, merging to make you a stronger, more spiritual person. Okay, so in whatever way that you are being spiritually led to whatever kind of sacred spiritual sanctuary, that might be a place. Actually, they're making me feel like put it over here in Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Illinois. In this area over here is what they're saying. Okay, I know y'all can't see that very well, but until I can get another one of those light holders that can hold my phone above where I can just pull cards and let you see it. This is the best we can do right now. So, desert, okay? You might take some kind of trip. You might decide to go see some kind of, you might want to go see some kind, okay? So they're showing me some places, how some caves in different places have the writing on the wall? What is that place that, they've been doing documentaries on it and stuff, is that ranch. I can't think of where it's at. It's not in Nevada. That ranch, maybe it is in Nevada. That ranch that, where they have all kind of weird things going on. They see portals in the sky, and I can't think of the name of it. So maybe you decide to go visit somewhere like that, and you see something that triggers you, right? We've got school. Classroom learning, knowledge acquisition. Maybe you suddenly start getting more knowledge, and it opens up some of your centers, your chakras that bring in more wisdom in some sort of way that you're meant to help or teach people. Medical care treatment center. Maybe you are someone that is going to, I feel like this is up in Maine. Maybe you're somebody that is going to find some kind of, be part of a group. Maybe you're studying to be a doctor or a nurse or a special kind of medical person that you're part of, wanting to learn. Maybe you go to work for a place where you are, guys, look at my candle. I just relit my candle. Look at my candle. Okay, so that's telling me the guides are here. Okay, maybe you are part of some kind of innovative treatment to help cure cancer or some kind of, even a disease that, I'm hearing strikes children. Ugh. Okay, the Garden State. I don't even know where that is. What's the Garden State? Is that New York? What's the Garden State? Maybe you decide to grow something that is some kind of healing thing. Okay, it has to do with healing. Written correspondence, practical package tracking. Maybe you are sending off some kind of healing literature or some kind of something that you send off in the mail that is, maybe you have a class that you're teaching. Okay, I just heard this. Maybe you're teaching a class and the post office is like important to you because as long as it's working, you can send out your information for people to have hands-on materials. Okay. Bridges, and this is definitely the San Francisco Bridge, connecting pathways, overcoming divides. Maybe in some sort of way you are connecting bridges between people in some sort of way. Maybe you are going into, maybe you, or even Portland, Oregon, maybe you are going in and helping homeless people. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I'm hearing, okay? Drinks, beverages, foods, tavern traditions. Maybe you have a favorite eating place that's in near a little tavern where you learn all kind of different information. Or maybe there's even a group of you that go to I'm hearing a medical group. I'm hearing a medical group that goes to their favorite tavern to have drinks and wings, and y'all do it every Friday night after work, and y'all talk about the different things that between your patients and the things that you're learning that they don't teach in school. Okay, I'm hearing some medical stuff here. Okay. Overhead shelter, protective canopy, rooftop views. Okay, so there's several messages in this. Maybe you are also helping to build things to help homeless people, or you're part of an organization that wants to help homeless people. I don't know why they're focusing on that, but there it is. Artisan brews, pastry. So I know this is coffee house, but I'm hearing Starbucks. Maybe you are someone that a group of you meet in Starbucks somewhere, and you overhear something that leads you on a vision quest of some sort. Okay. Oh, I just dropped a card. Like I said, guys, this is not going to resonate with everybody. Maybe in your spiritual practices, you're meditating on a candle. Now look, see, guys, see, look. So there was a message there somewhere for someone. Maybe you start teaching some kind of temple practice or spiritual practice that you want people to know. Okay? What else? Again, this is with the medical field. Maybe you, again, are working on some kind, you're working on something innovative in a hospital, and it's somewhere in the east. Somewhere in the east. Urban landscape, pedestrian traffic, sidewalks and crossways. So this is making me think of an outdoor cafe, okay, which is maybe, see, I'm picking up a lot of meeting places, okay, so, and this is where people in the ripple effect are coming together and having meetings where there's a lot of discussion going on. There's a lot of discussion going on. There's a lot of talk about buildings, innovative healing, spiritual practices. I'm also on this divide card. I'm also picking up, maybe you are also someone that you are trying to bridge the gap between religious differences or religious preferences. I'm hearing that too. Okay. And then we have bench in the park. This is definitely feeling like New York to me. Maybe you are going out somewhere in a park where there's like big cities around you, and you are listening to the trees, watching the leaves fall. You're watching the leaves fall, and you hear something in your subconscious coming on the wind. Something about the leaves fall make you think of something. This is actually feeling like this is like New Hampshire. So this is New Hampshire. Okay. Rendezvous. Someone, you're waiting for a meeting to come up with somebody that has some kind of information for you. I don't know who this is for. Trying to see what it says on here. Meeting place, destiny union, and convergence. Somebody is going to find their destiny in some kind of a place where they didn't expect. Some kind of rendezvous. Okay? Where does this go? Okay, they're saying this is out of the country. Okay, so I'm hearing Paris or somewhere in Europe. Someone's going to go visit somewhere, and they're going to meet someone that has something to do with their personal history. This is out of the country. We're going to put this out over here towards Europe. They're saying that's Europe. Okay? Someone's working on funds for a long journey. It may have to do with this rendezvous over here. Yeah, yes it does. Okay, so somebody may be working on their finances to go to this place. That's somewhere over here. I'm hearing Paris, France, and that, somewhere in that area. Okay. Someone might be working on the injustice that somebody has suffered. That's, okay, are you one of those? Okay, somebody here is a lawyer who is on a team of people that works on getting people that have been unjustly accused. There wasn't enough evidence or something. They've gone to jail or prison, and they've been charged with a crime that they didn't commit. And when the real felonious person gets caught, they're working on your release. They're working on somebody's release, and that feels like that's, actually it's feeling like it's somewhere in the upper states. Okay? Mystic Haven. Enchanted, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. Somebody is working on their upper chakras. Maybe you're a mystic, and you are studying some kind of mystical or magical arts right now. Where does this go? So this half of the United States, guys. This is half and this is half. Take it how it resonates for you. Ocean waters, seaside. Somewhere towards Hawaii. They're saying somewhere towards Hawaii. So again, it's still part of the United States, but it's out this way. Here's Hawaii down here. We're going to put it right here. Somebody's doing something to save the, okay, I heard that. Somebody's trying to save the coral reefs or something underneath the ocean that's due to the health of the ocean. Somewhere around Hawaii or around that area. I'm picking up on that. Okay? Wow. Somebody is going to take this summer off because you've been working really hard on something. This actually feels like this is out of the country too. Maybe because the writing is in another, and I don't know. Is this Russia? Fuzfoskinki? Does anyone know what this is? If anyone knows what this is, let me know. I'm not going to Google it. Somebody's taking a trip to an amusement park or a place, a historical place they've always wanted to go to. It's in another place. Someone is also going to be taking next month. Next month, somebody's taking a cruise, and in one of those Port Bavaro, what's that place? You're going to have an encounter with somebody that's going to help change your life. Somebody going on a cruise, and you're going to take one of those Mexican cruises that goes by Puerto Vallarta. Is that it? Puerto Vallarta? And something's going to happen there for you. Wow. Okay. Birthplace of dreams. Pursuit of goals, belief in possibilities. Somebody in divine timing is going to have something that's going to spark them and set them off. They're saying right there. That's not going to probably sit there very well. So somebody is having, I'm hearing Ohio. Somebody is having, or in that area, somebody is having, somebody is being sparked, and you're like on this, you feel like nothing ever happens to you, and you go somewhere or do something, and you start following the dots, and you get sparked by something that happens, and you're like, well, gee, that was just a dream I had when I was younger. But it re-sparks this dream that you have. Okay? I don't know who that's for, but that's for somebody. Okay? Somebody has recently gone through a heartbreak. Maybe somebody's passed away. And they're wanting you to know that they're on your side and that this is going to make you stronger. Okay? All right, they're telling me to move on to the Truth Oracle. So we're going to pull some cards of the Truth Oracle. Memories, Elder, Nightfalls, Sunset. Now this is making me think again. This is a place that's, because like these are in Holland, right? Okay, Dutch. Night falls. There's a place called, and this is that 888 card, guys. Okay, this is what, I know these are flowers, but I keep seeing 888. So, somebody, is there a place called Night Falls in Holland or Dutch or in that part of Europe? Somebody's ancestors come from there and they want you to know, maybe you were there when you were younger and now you're in the States or even another country, but you keep thinking about night falls or night fallow. It's a place. They're talking about a place. When I can't get the message in, I'm just going to leave it there. And this is somebody you've forgotten about. But in the core, it has to do with this night falls here, guys, of a lost loved one. Okay? Tip of the iceberg, treasure, secret, hidden things. Again, this looks like this is underwater. Like Atlantis. Somebody studying the history of Atlantis. It's going to lead you on another, you're going to find some kind of truth there that's going to lead you to a lot of enlightenment, I'm hearing. See the light coming in? Lots of enlightenment coming in. Somebody's going to study something to do with Atlantis that you're going to, that you are going to discover something about, something to do with your enlightenment. Okay? Somebody is going to be moving and okay, so somebody is moving to where they don't know anybody. Because they feel like that's where their biggest opportunity is, because they fear judgment from people of the past. Okay? They're pointing at this lock. What is this, a lock on the door? Can't tell what that is. But it kind of feels like there's a lock on the door. And then there's this light behind the door. Do you see that? And you're hermiting yourself away because you want to be where nobody knows you. To be more enlightened and to figure out where you want to be, where nobody knows you. That's what I keep hearing. You just want to be where nobody knows you. You want to be where nobody knows you. Okay? Then somebody has a couple of pets that are following them around that are spirit pets. And you know that the pet you have now sees them. They either, okay, so you have either a dog that's seeing a cat or a cat that sees a dog that passed away. That was a real close buddy of theirs. Somebody has a pet that is seeing the ghost of their pet before. Just know that your pet's with you. Okay? Somebody has the sword of truth in their hand. Somebody's either, okay, so, Ace of, somebody is cutting away decisively and standing firm in your sovereignty. Okay? You're cutting away all the bullshit. I'm hearing Joan of Arc. Does anybody resonate with Joan of Arc? Courage. Your angel's coming in. Your sovereignty. It feels like this is an ascending card. Somebody is raising up in their in their power. Somebody uses their somebody uses pictures, old pictures of the past. Okay, somebody with psychic mediumship abilities has somebody come in that brings them pictures, and by feeling the pictures, you can tell them all about the person that they want to know. All about the person that they want to know about. Pictures of the past bring you pictures of the future. It's part of this ripple effect. Somebody is starting a new journey after a time of rest. You maybe even have traveled somewhere to get your head clear. You've done a lot of healing. And you're like, as long as I have my coffee, I'm good to go. That's what I'm hearing. As long as I have my coffee, I'm good to go. Quite a few of you are being led by your subconscious is opening up to your intuition and your sixth sense. You're fully in your intuition. You're listening to your dreams. You're getting dream pictures in your head. Your guides have been talking to you in your sleep. Your guides have been talking to you in your sleep. They're telling you to take a leap of faith. That's for somebody. Your guides are telling you to take a chance and some risk. Something to do with your intuition. That's a message for someone. Somebody's having something reflected back to them, and it's something that you need to know that your guides are trying to point out to you. I'm hearing it's a long shot. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. Something about being able to distinguish something. No. Over here. Okay. Somebody is looking at things of the past and looking at the wisdom that they've gained. And this coming solar eclipse, it's going to explode for you. Okay, okay. That's it on that. All right, let's see about healing. Wow, that's a lot of messages, guys. I did not mean to go this long. Okay. They're saying this is whatever time or space that you find this reading and it resonates for you, that is your confirmation. Okay? They're saying to keep looking. Okay? Ancient wisdom, it's within you. Someone is really stepping up into their power. Someone is really stepping up into their power. Some kind of Joan of Arc, decisive, listening to their guides, listening to their angels. I just saw Cosmic Ocean and See Who Flows go by. A couple more of these. What do you want to show us? What do you want me to tell them? What do you want me to show them? Some of you are some of you, because of this ripple effect, you are stepping into the unknown. And they're saying that's where you're really going to have, stepping into this unknown, that you're stepping into this ripple effect energy. Okay? This is for some kind of healer. Some kind of healer is stepping up to the plate. Okay? Inner power, unbridled confidence. Claiming your place. Claiming your place. Someone is claiming their place. That's what they're showing me. Okay? Okay? What else? That's the second time I've split these cards and got this. Someone is stepping in, is leaving the past behind of who they were and stepping into their full power. Goddess energy. Jumping timelines. Jumping timelines. Trust your inner compass and be led from within. So these are people, these are spiritual leaders of the future, or people that are, even in some small way, that turns into a big way going into the future. Guys, this candle is acting so... These lunar eclipses, these solar eclipses, this energy that's coming in is going to increase this. Is going to increase. See this right here? It's going to increase this ripple effect. Guys, we're all getting triggered by this. We're all getting triggered by this. All of us. All of us are getting triggered by this. Okay, I don't hear that guide come in very often. Okay. I hear shuffle again. Hang on, guys. Let's get just a couple of more for y'all. The long game, patience. Have dedication and trust to where you're being led, because portals are opening up. Okay. Okay, so they just showed me a picture of the sky, the night sky, with the stars. They're also making me think of a card that I pulled in a reading earlier that had the, was it the angel card for the spiritual leaders? A lot of opening up, they're saying, is coming for us. A lot of people are going to be opening up their hearts and just letting a lot of energy in that is going to affect you in ways you just did not realize until you get somewhat a little bit more into the future and then turn around and look at it. And they want you to know the ripple effect that's opening up, okay, into the unknown. Even if you don't know where you're going, you are transforming. You know, guys, we go through things sometimes where, and just like I was talking about in that other, one of those other readings of where I looked up from the kitchen table, where I was sitting right here at this table, and to my left, I saw me in my mother's house when I was younger, then me and it's like, it's like the timelines, right? On this timeline when I was a kid, on this timeline when I had my house. Now I'm on this timeline. And they were showing me synchronicity, and people, they were saying it wasn't just me. People are, it's like a map of your future, your past, your present, your future, where you can like look back in the past, look at the present, and kind of even get glimpses of the future of where you're being led to. Maybe on the psychic realm, maybe where you're from when you were maybe from the astral realm, but it's like it's all even if you don't know exactly where you're going next, you're feeling the energy. You're feeling the energy of the metamorphosis. You're feeling the energy, especially going into the near future. You're going to be feeling a lot of this energy coming in, that so much of it is going to spark you in ways you just did not realize. Okay? Guys, I'm going to stop right there. I hope this resonated for some of you. If it doesn't resonate now, whenever you get this reading, there's no date on this reading. This is what's coming for this year. They've been telling me to focus. They want me to focus on some different things for the collective, and that's what I'm going to do. I hope this helped. Guys, we're all earth healers to a certain extent. Speak your truth. Be the one to forge the path to help lead us into a new, brighter future of ascending, of being more spiritual, being more caring of our fellow man, being more balanced. And I'm going to end it there, guys, with a picture of this candle and it doing its weird thing.